Hi, I'm Mariah Freya, and in this video we will discover how to last longer. So let me ask you, do you know the feeling when she says, "Did you come already?" It sucks, right? In this short video, I show you 3 proven tricks to last longer. Heads up, it's not about the silly tips like think about your grandma or simply use a thicker condom. No, I'll try to go much deeper than this. You'll learn about the following 3 areas that will support you in lasting longer. The first one is technique, the second one is mindset, and the third is diet. So lasting longer will change the way how you feel as a man, and it will make you naturally a more hot and magnetic lover. Without talking too much about the positive effects on lasting longer and the destructive effects on unsatisfying sex, I want to jump into the 3 proven ways right now. As a sex coach and founder of Beducated, I talked with hundreds of individuals and supported thousands of readers and participants in our online courses to become an extraordinary lover. And I bundled this information in this short video. So let's start with the technique first. So imagine you warmed her up enough and both of you agree to have penetrative sex. Your partner feels appreciated, they feel acknowledged and sexy, and they are yearning for you. You've done your job right until this moment. And then the next step, most guys ruin it. Why? Because I've witnessed that most men think it's all about going in as fast and as deep as possible. That's the image that is burned into most men's head through the porn industry. The truth is that most nerve endings in a pussy are right after the entrance. So you can stimulate her G-spot with shallow thrusts, which don't arouse you as much as deep thrusts. It is a win-win situation for the both of you. So shallow thrusts around the entrance area are as crucial as deep thrusts. And take it super slow when you enter. There's no marathon to win here, and it's super nice for a pussy owner to feel the presence in this moment of penetration. So this is really vital to understand. A great technique is to change between shallow thrusts and deep thrusts. So you can do, for example, 9 shallow ones, entering her pussy, but not super deep. Only halfway should be around enough. The ideal scenario is that the pussy invites you to enter, not the other way around. And then after the 9 shallow thrusts, do 1 really deep one. After you do 8 shallow thrusts and you do 2 deep ones. And then you do 7 shallow ones and then 3 deep ones. So I think you get the idea here of this practice. Don't count out loud. This will be very unsexy. So just go naturally with the flow, but simply changing between deep and shallow. But I'm guaranteeing you this will drive your lover crazy. Why? Well, because the most critical ingredient of sex is yearning. So make your lover want and yearn more. How, you might ask? Well, you have to make her clueless about what is coming in the next step. Because your routine is your enemy here. It leads to mediocrity in life and also in lovemaking. So mix the whole thing up. Don't only do deep thrusts that makes you ejaculate in 2 minutes. Of course, sometimes you just want to be dominant and just fuck. Nothing wrong with that. But why has it to be fast in the first place? Maybe you recognize that many women sitting on top don't bounce up and down really fast. They take your dick full in and grind on you. So perhaps leaning a bit forward and stimulating their clitoris could be a great way for you. So why should you bump back and forth in light speed? Well, this is again the wrong idea from porn and years of masturbation practice. Make pauses between every single thrust. Let her squeeze your dick with their vaginal muscles for a change. And I promise you, those breaks build tension. That's the kind of tension you want. The little stops create a vacuum and your lover starts to yearn for more penetration. It increases their arousal and makes her orgasm way stronger. And as another recommendation, make the energy flow from your belly all the way up to your head and back to your gut again. So the second area we can improve is energy. Most men try to cool down themselves when they are super hot with silly techniques like thinking, let's have a little cup of coffee later. This is wrong in my humble opinion. This doesn't foster better sex and it definitely doesn't make you a better lover. And your lover, by the way, will feel it if you are present or not. So they will shut down immediately when you are not present either. So that's obvious when you think about it. Because it's a very vulnerable situation for the both of you and you're thinking of something else? Well, the first rule to understand is ejaculation control is not about learning how to hold back on pleasure, but actually the exact opposite, learning how to experience pleasure more fully because you are in the moment. So read her body clues and give her what she wants. Breathe with your lover, build intimacy and connection, and you can get your lover to climax first, for instance. So for example, if they are women, by eating their pussy or fingering them. This will first of all take off your pressure to perform and be able to last as long until she has the peak moment. So again, slow the fuck down. This is really important. The last area you can work on lasting longer is hormones and diet. So men who tend to ejaculate earlier have more oxytocin. John Gray stated that they are more connected with their feelings and sensation. That's a great thing, but you can get easily distracted, and distraction is poison for great sex and lasting longer. So mindfulness is a good way, but you can also work on your body levels to increasing your testosterone. So it has significant health benefits, by the way. In the sexual context, it helps you to have a more prolonged erection, for instance. And important because a lot of men fear to lose their erection, and this fear makes them to fasten their speed in the same time, which then leads again to early ejaculation. So they ejaculate at an unwanted timing. You want to get to a point where you decide when you ejaculate, not your body. So imagine never fearing to lose your erection or getting your penis up. Well, taking it further, not being ashamed of a flaccid penis either. This makes you calm and suddenly you have all the time in the world and be more present. So how do you exactly increase your testosterone? There are many ways and great videos on YouTube, by the way. But now I just listed for you most of the important foods that can increase and also decrease your testosterone in the description below. I'm just gonna mention a few for you right now. So just eating those and avoid the rest and you're just doing fine. For example, eggs are one of those that can increase your testosterone. Bone broth, high quality salt, cabbage, probiotic, and yes, yum, a lot of chocolate, but at least 80% of cacao. And also eating enough carbohydrates can help you to increase your testosterone levels. There are, by the way, also foods and chemicals that are bad for your testosterone level. So, for example, deodorant or sunscreen, and even mint and vegetable oils like sunflower oil or sesame oil. So, instead, you can, for example, use coconut oil. Cannabis, flax seeds, factory meat, and also licorice candy should be avoided in this case. Exercises, environment to improve testosterone can be, for example, lifting heavy weights, sprint, enough vitamin D, especially in winter, and also cold exposure. Like having a cold shower can support you in increasing your testosterone levels. Thank you for tuning in. This was my How to Last Longer video. I showed you the 3 best tips in the area of technique, diet, and mindset. And if you want more high quality content on conscious sexuality, make sure you subscribe to our Beducated YouTube channel. I see you there. Bye for now.